Today's topic is Introduction to Unified Modeling Language. So the main objective of this topic is to understand the importance of each UML diagrams in software development process models. The outcome of this topic is to recognize when to use UML diagrams in developing lifecycle models. Let us understand what is the Unified Modeling Language. To give an introduction to UML, UML can be called a graphical modeling language that is used in the field of software engineering. It specifies, visualizes, builds, and documents the software system's artifacts, main elements. It is a visual language, not a programming language. So UML diagrams are used to depict the behavior and structure of a system. So here the system is nothing but a software development or a product development. UML facilitates modeling, designing, and analysis for software developers, business owners, and system architects. A picture is worth 1,000 words. So by this line, we can understand it is very easy to see a model or a picture rather than a document or a script. So it is very similar to blueprint used in another engineering professions. So the benefits of using UML are because it is a general purpose modeling language, it can be used by any modelers. So UML is a straightforward modeling approach utilized to describe all practical systems. Because no standard methods were available, then UML was developed to systemize and condense object-oriented programming. So the UML diagrams are designed for customers, developers, lay people, or anyone who wants to understand the system, whether software or not software. Business people do not understand the code. As a result, UML becomes vital for communicating the system's essential requirements, features, and procedures to non-programmers. Technical details becomes easier to understand by non-technical people through the introduction to UML. Coming to the characteristics of UML, it is a modeling language that has been generalized for various use cases. It is not a programming language. Instead, it is a graphical modeling language that uses diagrams that can be understood by non-programmers as well. It has a close connection to object-oriented analysis and designs. It is used to visualize the system's workflow. Coming to the conceptual model. A conceptual model is made up of multiple interconnected concepts. It simplifies the understanding of the objects and how they interact with one another. This is the preliminary stage before creating any UML diagrams. Coming to the object. An object is a real-world entity. A single system contains a large number of objects. Therefore, it is a fundamental component of UML. Coming to the class. A class is a key constraint in many object-oriented languages. A class is a group of objects that are categorized based on their members. Abstraction. Essentially, it is used to imagine how an object will function. Inheritance. Inheritance is a process of creating a new class from an existing one. Polymorphism. Polymorphism is a mechanism for expressing objects with various forms that can be utilized for different reasons. Encapsulation. It joins the data and the methods as a single entity, allowing tightly coupled. Role of UML in object-oriented design. So in computer science, there are numerous problem-solving models. The major 4 types of problem-solving models are imperative, functional, declarative, and object-oriented program. Algorithms in object-oriented languages are stated by defining objects and having the objects interact with one another. because they model real-world items. Object-oriented languages rule the programmer's world. Object-oriented design, object modeling techniques, and object-oriented software engineering are all combined in UML. The UML is an aggregation of object-oriented notation such as object-oriented design, object modeling techniques, and object-oriented software engineering. It draws on the qualities of these three methodologies to create more uniform and user-friendly methodologies. It represents best practice for developing and documenting various softwares and business components. Coming to the conclusion, when you need to explain the designs to a programmer in another country or simply someone who will be joining the group in 6 months, the lack of design documentation can become an issue in the long run. In these cases, UML is quite helpful in eliminating misunderstanding and ambiguity among the design. The UML has a close connection with the object-oriented designs. The UML is an aggregation of object-oriented notation, such as object-oriented design, object modeling techniques, and object-oriented software engineering. Thank you.